Shifting focus away from India to Sri Lanka, where 5 days after the Easter Sunday blasts, Sri Lanka has revised the death toll. The casualties have now come down by over 100. Authorities now say that the death toll is just about 253, as opposed to earlier of 359. The country's health ministry blamed a calculation error, admitting some of the badly mutilated bodies had been erroneously double counted. Sri Lanka's Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says that the terror threat, however, continues as some of the attackers are still active. Wickremesinghe once again acknowledged that there was a security lapse. He said that authorities are looking into the attacks ISIS link.
Well, just rounded up a lot of suspects, but there are still some of the active people on the run. They may be having explosives with them, or they may have hidden the explosives, so we have to find the suspects as well as the explosives. So that's still on. No, there has been a breakdown of communication, the flow of information. That's what has happened. If I knew about it, I would ask the president. I mean, there's certainly the cohabited government, we have our issues, but we certainly talk to each other and to other ministers. Not only me, the ministers were all not aware, and we could have taken some steps. And the president told us that even his security had not been informed.
Earlier, the country's defense secretary resigned from his post a day after Prime Minister Wickremesinghe asked him to step down. The development comes amid ongoing raids in Sri Lanka following the Easter attacks and ensuing security crisis. The police also arrested 3 more suspects and seized 21 local grenades and 6 swords from capital Colombo. Panic has certainly gripped the island nation, and the capital has been in a state of lockdown. Yesterday, an explosion hit the town of Pugoda, which is 40 kilometers away from Colombo. However, no casualties were reported from that blast. Now, Sri Lanka's top police official, the Inspector General of Police, Pujith Jayasundara, has resigned over failures that led to the deadly Easter bomb attacks. The country's president confirmed this development today, with the country on the defensive over ignored foreign warnings that attacks were likely. The police chief's resignation comes after the country's top defense ministry official, Defense Secretary Hemasiri Fernando, resigned on Thursday. Meanwhile, local extremist Zahran Hashim, believed to be a key player in the attacks, has died in one of the blasts at 3 packed churches and 3 luxury hotels used by foreign tourists, according to the Sri Lankan president. Extremist leader was considered a central figure in Sri Lanka's Easter suicide bombings, according to the president. He says that Hashim led the attack against the hotel and was accompanied by a second bomber who has been identified as Ilham Ibrahim. Authorities had been on a desperate hunt for Hashim after the government named his group, National Tawheed Jamaat, as the perpetrators of the attack. Hashim, who founded the NTJ, appeared in a video released by the Islamic State group when it claimed the strikes. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka has released photographs of 6 suspects, including 3 women, wanted for their involvement in the deadly Easter attacks that killed 253 people. The police yesterday released the names and pictures of the suspects and sought information regarding them from the public. The manhunt across the island nation continued to search for suspected Islamist supporters. Over 70 suspects had been detained for questioning across Colombo. More people, including foreigners, were questioned as domestic and international authorities investigated deeper into the bombings. Authorities are also focusing their investigations on international links to domestic Islamist groups. National Tawheed Jamaat, which they believe had carried out the attacks with outside help. 9 suicide bombers, believed to be the members of the local terror group National Tawheed Jamaat, carried out a series of devastating blasts that tore through the country on Easter Sunday. Authorities have deployed thousands of troops now to help the police carry out search operations. Over 5,000 army personnel have been deployed around the country.